Good afternoon. My name is Rita Why, CEO of Tashana Investment Africa, and I am here today to kind of just have like a candid talk with me and my trainer. So, what's up, Richie?
Hi, this is Richie, bodied by Richie, and we're just going to have a casual conversation with Rita. And so, Rita, let me ask you a question. Since you train with me, why do you train?
You know what it was is, as I see a lot of my older family who's here in Kenya and in Nairobi, and I kind of watch how my grandmothers look and how they are all slowly deteriorating and they are not able to do some of the small things that they were doing, I thought to myself that it would be a good investment into myself to hire a trainer to make sure that I was able to maintain a level of fitness. I always really wanted to make sure, one of the things as old people get older, they lose their sense of balance. They're not able to lift themselves up. Usually when you see one of the older people when they fall, the problem is that they can't lift themselves up. And for me, I just didn't want to be a decrepit old person. I just really wanted to make sure that I had the ability to lift myself up. I had the ability to move, making sure I had balance, making sure I had flexibility. These are all certain things that as we get older, we start to lose. And I just, as it is, I'm becoming an older, finely matured lady. And so I just wanted to make sure that as I eased on down into that road, I did it with a little bit of finesse, if you will.
So what you're telling me is that even in the young days, you never had an active lifestyle? Did you have an active lifestyle before you decided to train with me? So
yeah.
Have you always been training? Have you always been a fit person? Let me just say that.
I'll be honest with you guys, Tasha Tribe, I'm a lady built for pleasure, not so much for all of this rigorous exercises. But what I do realize is that just how important it is. So I've always really enjoyed to go swimming. I've really always enjoyed taking boxing classes. I've always really enjoyed taking those types of classes. Before I moved to Kenya, I did engage in a routine and I was going to the gym. But what I realized is that sometimes, when you get too busy at work, you kind of neglect going and doing like your exercise. Let's say you're super tired, let's be honest, you don't want to really get up and have to lift so many weights to do bicep curls. If you're hungover, let's say you went out the night before, it's really hard. I am not one of those people, but it's hard to be able to get up and work out when you're hungover. And so I just realized that I just needed to make that commitment to myself, make the promise to myself, just to make sure that I could do the best that I could do, and that's why I signed on with you.
Interesting. Now, since you are a very well-traveled lady, been around the world, I think the next question would be, what are some of the challenges that you have encountered wanting to work out and being you've been moving from one place to another, and you know very well that gyms are not, everywhere you go, you're not guaranteed that you're going to find a gym. So how have you been overcoming that challenge?
Well, what I definitely really try to do is like, let's say for instance, I've gone on vacation